Joining me now, Republican Congressman Rep.Carter of Georgia. Congressman, thanks so much for being here. Right off the top, do you blame your Republican colleagues in the Senate? You guys were able to do it in the House for not being able to repeal and replace Obamacare.
Well, you know, at the end of the day, it's about finishing the job, and we did our part in the House. So, yes, it's very frustrating in the Senate that they didn't get across the finish line. But look, we haven't given up hope. I hope that even though it would be a tough vote for them to open up debate again, a very tough procedural vote, I hope that they will do that, and I hope they'll continue on. We're Americans, and we don't give up, and we're not going to give up.
Does this defeat failure come at the hands of Mitch McConnell for not being able to build consensus within your own party, or does it hands of McCain, Collins, Murkowski, who came in and made those no votes?
Well, certainly you have to be responsible for your votes. You know, no one controls my vote but me and my constituents in the 1st Congressional District. So, you know, yeah, the 3 senators who voted against continuing the process, continuing the debate, they have a certain responsibility, and we all have responsibilities as members of Congress, as senators, as House members, of making sure we finish this. Look, Americans are hurting right now. This has been a failed experiment with Obamacare. We've got to resuscitate health care in this country. I'm a lifelong health care professional, and I can tell you that I still feel we have the greatest health care system in the world, but right now it needs to be fixed, and it's incumbent upon us as elected officials to do just that, to fix it.
Well, there's no doubt that Americans are hurting. As you've said, some have very high premiums. Some don't still have access to health care. We both know that the president's threatened to withhold insurance subsidies and stop enforcing the individual mandate. This could destabilize insurance markets even further. That could hurt even more Americans. Are you in favor of those measures?
Well, you know, we have said all along that we were going to make sure that we did not pull the rug out from underneath anyone, that we were going to have a glide path, that we were going to have a transition period. That's been part of what we have said as Republicans that we were going to do with health care. So, you know, look, the administration made the July payments for the cost-sharing reduction. They've done their part. I don't know whether the president, I mean, if he says it, I suspect he's serious about it, but I can certainly feel his pain and throwing good money after bad, because essentially that's what we're doing with Obamacare. Look, we need to start over, start afresh, and yeah, bipartisan fashion to get health care back to where it needs to be.
Sorry, so are you or are you not in favor of stopping enforcing the individual mandate?
Well, we in Congress never approved the individual mandates. You know, listen, I'm opposed to the individual mandates. I don't think that we should be mandating from Washington, D.C. and our,
right, but before a solution, should it stop before there is a solution, and then we got to run, should they stop enforcing it?
No, we should not. And I'll tell you why. We've said all along we were going to have a glide path. We were not going to pull the rug out from underneath anyone. We shouldn't do that until we have a replacement in place. Unless we can't get that replacement, let's go ahead and repeal it. We've got 2 years to get it into position, to get it to where we will have it in place for when the repeal takes place.
All right, it'll be interesting to see what the president ultimately has to say about that. Georgia Congressman Rep.Carter, thanks for the clarification. Thanks for joining me.
Thank you.
And let's stay